We have a saying in weightlifting, the barbell never lies. And it will expose if you were physically ready, but more importantly, if you were mentally focused and ready. You are training for months, but the actual lift itself takes a second. So it's hours of preparation for 6 seconds. Alabama has always shared a chapter with the state of Georgia. For 30 years, it was the Alabama-Georgia chapter. Weightlifting just wasn't big enough for Alabama to be its own standalone state and to have its own standalone athletes. So we want to be able to grow the sport. So what that means is you hold a meet to attract those who are in the sport and want to compete in it. So now it's our first championships as a standalone chapter for Alabama. There will be brand new records. Brand new records, we're starting over. People have a really great chance to be a state record holder.
Personally, I'm thrilled to get to compete in the first state championship meet. I'm never gonna lift what these 22-year-olds are doing. I'm 39 years old. You know, I'm closer to 40 than 39 at this point. And so to compete in a sport where I've got the ability to push against other people that are in my same weight class, that are in the same stage I have in life is awesome. The thing that really encourages me is what this could look like 4 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You know, I've got a 2.5-year-old son, and if he wants to compete, the option that he might have the chance to compete in a state championship meet is really cool.
That was good. High five. That was really good.
When you think about the hours that you've put in, when you think about the hours that your coaches have put in, when I think about the sacrifices that my wife puts up with for me to be able to train and compete, it's very easy when you're walking out on that platform for that to almost be overwhelming. And so you have to kind of contextualize that. You have to be able to use that pressure to get a little bit of an adrenaline rush and take that adrenaline out and use it to help you compete.
When I first started weightlifting, I was hitting PR after PR. Like everybody was like, "Oh, are we getting Nasma today?" Like they used PR and my name like as synonyms, which was pretty funny. I was just like progressing so fast, hitting PRs and just doing so well. And then back in November, we were maxing out, and I went to go do a clean. I caught it wrong. My elbow got pinned under the bar, and so my wrist, I sprained it pretty bad. When I got injured, I kind of felt like it was a setback, and it threw me, and I was like, I can't keep moving as fast as I was moving. Ah! With weightlifting, it's such a physical and also very extremely mental sport. And so I was suffering on the mental side where I was just like, I couldn't commit, and it was just, I was getting scared. I don't know where it's coming from, but like I'm working on it.
How you feeling?
Okay.
Yeah? You're good. You've been on fire this cycle.
Yeah.
So.
I really hope it shines.
Hell yeah, good.
I think for me, it's gonna be a lot more of just like mental work and honestly just being easier on myself. I feel like I'm a perfectionist, so every single day I come in thinking, okay, I have to do the best that I can and all my reps have to be perfect so it can mean something. And I'm slowly like getting better at just accepting of like, just go with how it goes. If it was a bad day, learn from it and then come in tomorrow and do better. Take a couple days off, like what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Each athlete has 3 attempts to offer up their best snatch. The snatch is the lift that's basically moving the barbell from the ground to completely overhead in one movement. Very fast, powerful, very beautiful movement. So the clean and jerk is the second lift that they get, and it's really 2 lifts in one. The clean is when you bring an object, this one being a barbell, from the first position, which is the ground, to their shoulders, but that's only half the lift. So once you're done with the clean, you have to stand up fully and then do the next part, which is the jerk, and that's when you propel the barbell from the shoulder to completely locked out control position overhead, and then you have to collect yourself and show control. So you get 3 attempts at your best snatch, and you get 3 attempts at your best clean and jerk, and you add those 2 together to get a total. Yeah, the buildup has been kind of something that I've been going back and forth upon. Do I want to host it? Then also, do I want to compete in it? And I knew that was going to be a lot of things to try to juggle all in one day, but man, I just couldn't miss the opportunity to be a part of history. It's been over 3 years since my last competition, so just to get out there and knock the rust off, as they say, and really spend awesome time with my friends. In my session, I've got 4 of my closest friends lifting with me, and so it's just gonna be a great time.
In the Olympic Weightlifting 81 category, Daniel Pepperon. Okay, gentlemen, continue with your warm-ups. We will begin lifting in 10 minutes.
Getting ready to kind of change, start warming up. A very hectic last couple of weeks. Training hasn't been what I'd like for it to be. Just work and sick kids and, everything that comes along with being a parent. I've been in a lot of different situations in weightlifting. This is one where I haven't touched a barbell this week. I've never done that going into a meet, ever. Probably not ideal. So I'm interested to see kind of how I move and what happens.
Yeah, so Nasma called me, and she called me from the hospital. And she was like, "Hey coach, I'm so sorry, I have to pull out. I'm literally about to go into surgery." It was emergency surgery for her.
We're here. I cried a lot. Maybe they're wrong, maybe it's not something as big as that, maybe I can just compete, and everybody around me, my family, my doctors, they're all like, ultimately it's your decision, but realistically, you don't want to do this. And after I sat down and I thought about it, I was like, this is a no-brainer. I got to go to surgery. I wish I was lifting with everybody, but I'm really happy to be here and just see all my friends and be cheering them on from the sidelines.
Okay, a little frustrated, but I think that's the worst clean and jerk session I've had since 2019, maybe. so much fun. Yeah. I got to lift with my son here, which I had never gotten to do before. So that was super fun.
From Wheelhouse Academy and the host of this meet, Luan.
I did much better than I thought. Going 6 for 6 is what they say when you hit all 3 of your snatches and all 3 of your clean and jerks. I can't remember the last time I did that. Ultimately, I'm just incredibly happy.
Weightlifting for me, when I found it, I just started to recognize that the growth path to understand about the sport wasn't available. There wasn't really a dedicated weightlifting club, definitely no dedicated weightlifting coaches. Once I found that other like-minded people, all it took was a couple. But I was like, man, imagine if there was 30 of us, all just in the grind, in the thick of it, and then we celebrate these 6 seconds, or that one lift that you hit. It's incredibly humbling. It's incredibly hard. It's a huge builder of character. It's just that I've been trying to hit this number, trying to hit this maximum new number for however long, 12 months, you know, and I finally hit it. And that moment, the juice is worth the squeeze. And then it starts all over again. Because then you have a new number to try to hit and a new march. So it's the climb. They say it's not about being on top of the mountain, but it's about the climb. It's about the journey there. With weightlifting, the journey never ends.